Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo and Parkway RV Center here. And let's show a little travel trailer love today. Let's go over this pre-owned 2016 Keystone Bullet Ultralight. This is a 241 RBS, guys. It's a 29-foot long camper, including the tongue. It is designed for lighter, heavy or lesser heavy-duty vehicles like half tons and full-size SUVs, even some of the smaller ones. Or mid-size SUVs. It's a 29-foot camper with a slide that weighs under 5,000 pounds. Weighs 4913 to be exact. And got a power tongue jack on the front. It's all aluminum frame with the fiberglass, smooth fiberglass exterior, very lightweight. It does have the optional thermal package, enclosed underbelly, has extra insulation in it, so it's an extended season camper. But guys, let me go ahead and tell you, like if you live here in the South, an extended season camper down here is a 4 seasons, because we don't have the severe winters like they do up north and other parts of the country. So keep that in mind. You know, a lot of times 4 seasons is nice, but a lot of times, you know, you don't need it unless you're going to be up north in the winter time. So depends on where you're going to use it and what you're going to use it for. Looking around it, guys, I mean, for a 16 model, it's in very good shape, I believe. Got a power awning. It's got dual entry doors. It's got a pretty unique, I've seen them before like this, but you don't see many of them. It's got a 2-room rear bathroom. I'll show you that here in a minute. But looking around it, guys, I don't see any obvious signs of delamination. You know, if somebody wanted to buff and wax this thing, it'd bring it back to almost, would bring it really, really nice. I just don't have anybody in buff and wax right now. But slide out, got a big slide, a lot of room. This is a couple's model, by the way. It's a front bedroom rear bath model. It'll tight squeeze through here. Got stabilizer jack, outside shower. It does have 30 amp electrical service. Of course, all your dumps and everything's right back here in the back corner. Got the rear bumper, so if you want to put you a bicycle rack or something like that on it, you can, or a rack for a generator if you want a boondock camp. Looks like they've set it up with dual batteries, dual tanks, of course. And I've got it running off a generator right now, so let's look inside. I've got everything on. 251 RBS, guys. I apologize. 251 RBS. Still 29 feet long. Got the air conditioner going. Feels good in here. Shut the door, save the air. Got a nice, you walk into a really nice living room area, guys. You've got a sleeper sofa that makes a bed. If I had to just pick it for you, a little bit of, just on that one corner, the rest of the couch looks great. And it does make a bed. Dinette booth makes a bed, and all the cushions look great on it. Carpet's original, flooring's original. I don't think anything's really been messed with in here. It's got a 13,500 BTU ducted roof air. Got a TV, CD, stereo, DVD player, all that good stuff. You've got a front master bedroom with a queen bed. And this TV, I can't really do it. Oh, excuse me. Some of these TVs swivel, this one doesn't. So, you know, you can always mount your TV back here if you want to. Front bedroom, queen bed. Got some mini storage on each side of the bed. Not too bad, guys, not too bad. Looks good. You know, like I said, these are an ultralight camper. Got crank up TV antenna. Countertops look good, nothing swollen, nothing like that. 3-burner stovetop, doesn't show much use at all. Got the nice decorative backsplash. Got a 6 cubic foot RV refrigerator freezer, and I've had it running not a huge amount of time, but I can tell it's maybe about 45 minutes. I can feel it starting to get cool in the freezer, but we do guarantee that to work regardless of whether I can show you it works on video or not. And yes, guys, we, you know, even though this is a used camper at a great price, we still guarantee all the major systems to work, which includes the slide out refrigerator and roof air. So we guarantee all those to work like they're supposed to. And of course, you can come inspect it yourself for anything else. I can see the TV lights on, stereo lit up, but you're welcome to come out and inspect any other thing on it you want to, guys. Just give us a notice so we can move it to where we can run it to shore power or hook it to a generator if one's available. Now, this is what I like about it, guys. This is a dual room bathroom. You know, you got the first room, you got your sink, stand-up shower, medicine cabinet, and you got a solid door to separate it from living quarters. But you step back here, that air feels good back here. You've got a RV toilet, storage at the beginning of this bed, and then you got our beginning of the room, and then you've got a sliding door right here. So, you know what's nice about this, if somebody's on the toilet, somebody else can still come into the bathroom and brush their teeth or do whatever. So, and both have privacy. Of course, you know, you may have to wait a minute for whoever's in the toilet can get out, or they can go outside and go in the other entrance. But you know what's nice about it too, if you just need to duck in here, use a bathroom, you can just duck in that door right there instead of walking through the whole camper. So, shower, I hadn't looked at it yet. Let's take a look. Looks good. It's not bleached yellow. Of course, it doesn't really have a skylight. It's got, and I actually would rather have this set up than a skylight. It's got the little exhaust fan up there. I got some good airflow. That's a little pillow that goes into the vents, keep the heat out. Not bad, guys. For a 2016, it's in good shape. Like I said, it's got that little spot on the sofa, and I don't really see anything else that really needs to be pointed out, because, you know, besides maybe putting a buff and wax on it, which you can do that later on, that's no big deal. But this is a 2016 model, under 5,000 pounds. All the lights work. I mean, I pretty much checked it out for you. So, you know, if this is one you just wanted to come up, bring verified funds like a cashier's check or a wire transfer, or I would prefer a wire transfer or cashier's check, but if you have to bring cash, go ahead. I'm not going to say no, but I do prefer other forms of payment. You can come up, pay for it, take it home with you. As far as what we inspect and guarantee, is all here. It's ready to go. So this unit is $19,900, which right now, guys, used travel trailers are hard to get. I'm running out of them. That's why I haven't been shooting many of them, because I honestly don't have that many that's not already sold, and these things are selling quickly. And this is a great, everybody's looking for that under 20 grand price range, which is getting harder and harder to find in a travel trailer. But here's one right here, guys. It's nice, it's clean, it sleeps 6 people. It can be for a small family. It's perfect for a couple. So if this is something you think you're interested in, give us a call, 706-965-7929. Call before coming to look, make sure it's available. And like I said, if you want us to hook it to power, you know, we only have a limited number of plugs and a limited number of generators. So you're going to have, so please don't just show up expecting us to put power on it. You're going to have to make previous arrangements. Call, make an appointment, tell them, hey, have this thing hook up to power for me. I want to buy it. I want to see what works on it. And if you're happy with it, you can take it home with you that day, as long as you pay for it. And it's $19,900 plus applicable sales tax, guys. That's it. Haggle-free firm. No extra fees. We're not like Rip Off World, all these other places that add $2,000 or $3,000 in fees on top of the advertised price, like dock fees, prep fees, and happy camper fees, and processing fees, and freight fees, and whatever other name they come up for fees this year. They're all 100% dealer profit, all 100% unnecessary for a dealer to charge to sell a used or new camper. So don't fall victim to that, guys. That's just a way for them to advertise the lower price but sell it for more by disguising the profit in the form of extra fees. We have financing available, but this thing is priced where you can go to your own bank or credit union and get a loan as well, guys. And I always tell people this. always check with your personal bank or credit union that you do your banking with to see what kind of rates, terms, and percentage down they require for used RV loans. That's very, very important, because guys, you go to a dealership's finance department, we don't do this because we only sell it for the buy rate, which is a rate the bank approved you for. Just about all the other dealers out there, though, use financing as a big source of revenue to make more profit, and they do that by marking the interest rate up. In other words, you get approved at a certain rate, they mark it up 2 or 3%. The bank lets them keep about 3/4 of that. Bank gets the rest, gets a little piece of the pie. Dealer gets most of it, and you get the shaft. So in other words, you're going to pay a lot more money over the life of an RV loan because they marked the interest rate up, especially when you do a long-term RV loan. And just to put icing on the cake, here comes the upsells. Oh, for another $15 a month, you can get a 2-year extended warranty that's not worth the paper it's written on. And you can get a gap insurance for another $7 a month. You can get exterior and interior protection packages for $15, $20 more, whatever it might be, guys. When they start giving you different payment amounts, that's when you just need to get up and walk out, because they're already taking your attention away from the things you should be watching and trying to sell you on payment. Never, ever shop by payment. Do your research before you RV shop. You should know roughly what the interest rate, terms, and amount of money down is required for an RV loan. And of course, I know it varies from year model because different banks only go back so far, but you should have a pretty much basic understanding of that. And you should only concentrate on 2 things when you're going through these big RV dealerships. 2 things you need to concentrate on besides payment is keeping your amount financed as low as possible, keeping your interest rate as low as possible. Say no to any and all upsells. Because all those upsells are marked up 4 or 5 times dealer costs. Keep that in mind. That means you're overpaying. Then they're adding it to your RV loan that they've got the interest rate marked up on. So it's a double whammy for them and a double you know what for you. So so keep that in mind, guys. You know, we don't play games here. We don't make it complicated. We keep it simple, easy, and done. 19.9 plus applicable sales tax. Doesn't matter if you pay cash, trade, finance, or a combination of the 3. We offer nationwide delivery. Contact us for a quote. We take trade-ins. 53 years in business, family owned and operated since 1968. Guys, we've been doing this a long time. We sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year. We're already about to bust 500 for the year. And you know, you don't sell that many RVs to just local customers in our area. That's all over the U.S. People travel from all over the United States to buy from us. Because of our straightforward way of selling, we don't jerk you around. We don't nickel and dime you to death. We don't you don't come in here and buy, you go to these other dealerships, you buy a 19.9 travel trailer, you call the bank the next day, you owe $33,000, $34,000 on it. Here, guys, you call the bank the next day, you owe whatever you financed. There's no upsells, no surprises, no games or gimmicks. I always tell people, always pay as much money down as you possibly can, because that's equity when you finance an RV. And you'll get it back when you sell it or trade it later on, because nobody keeps these things forever. You keep it a few years, your needs change or your wants change, and you trade it on something else or sell it and buy something else. And whatever you put down means that's less you have to pay off when you do that, and you pretty much get it back, or most of it back, when you sell it or trade it. Because the less payoff it is, the more equity you have in it. And equity is the same as cash when you're selling something or trading. So, that's my advice for the day. Hey guys, if more people would listen to this and practice these things, you wouldn't see so many people hauling campers around that they're buried in, that they can never, that they're upside down in, they owe way more than it's worth, way more than they could ever sell it for. And I see it every single week, guys, because I'm 10 miles from a rip-off world. So guess what? These guys that go up there and buy new ones, pay on it for 3 or 4 years, come in wanting to trade it on something else used here at Parkway. Problem is, when we get their payoff, you can buy a brand new one for what they owe on that 4-year-old used one after they've been paying on it for 4 years. And it's sad, but it happens to multiple people every day. And unfortunately, most people don't blame us, because not all dealers are the same, guys. We're not. Trust me, guys, we're not. There's small independent dealers like us that want your business, that value your business, that want you to come back to us. You go to Rip Off World and all these other big corporate dealers, they don't care if you ever come back. Ask them how many customer trade-ins they have that was bought there. If they have any, they've got 1 or 2. Guys, we probably got about 15 to 20 out here that were bought here, traded back in. We want you to be able to be in a position financially to trade it in, you know, a few years down the road when your needs change. We want you to come back. We want you to send your friends and family to us. That's how you stay in business for 53 years. We're not fancy. We don't have a $10 million showroom with a gourmet coffee bar in it. We've got an old bun coffee maker with Maxwell House coffee. So, I mean, don't come in here expecting baristas and making these fancy drinks and all that. You know, fancy waiting rooms and all that good stuff, guys. You come in here, we got coffee, we got bottled water. All of our desks are open, real homey. We got a wood-burning fireplace we use in the wintertime. It's like a log cabin. We're not fancy by no means, guys. We're basic, but you're not paying for all that. You know, you go to these big dealerships with those fancy showrooms, they're not paying for that stuff. You are, because you're paying more for the same RV you can buy here for less, because you're having to pay their extra overhead. When you go to a dealership that spends multi-million dollars a year in advertising on NASCAR and college football games and commercials and all this stuff, guys, they're passing that cost along to you in the form of higher prices. Big dealers don't get big by giving people good deals. They get big by maximizing profit on every single deal. And the bigger they are, the more overhead they spend, the more those costs are passed to the consumer. You know, guys, we're very easy going here. Very simple. You can come out and look. You don't have to be escorted by a salesperson. Everything's open. Everything's priced with a haggle-free price. You can get on your phones while you're looking. You can look up what that same year, make, and model is bringing on RV Trader and any other website you want to look at. Keeping in mind that just because a dealer advertises a certain price, that's not the out-the-door price. Here, it's the advertised price plus your sales tax. That's it. Everybody else, they might add $2,000 or $3,000 in fees. You won't know till you call them. And the bigger the dealer, the more the fees. And again, guys, that's you covering their overhead. So, you know, come out and check us out, guys. You'll be glad you did. People from all over the country come here to buy. We buy RVs as well, so if you got one for sale, and it's got to be nice. It can be a camper, travel trailer, fifth wheel motorhome, gas, diesel, ABC, toy hauler, crossover, whatever, guys. We're a buyer if it's nice. Give us a call. We'll give you a cash price. Can even arrange pickup. Just be honest about the condition, and if it's got issues, guys, I don't want it. I definitely don't have the manpower to take on any projects. In fact, I'm being more selective about trade-ins right now because I don't have the manpower to really fix much up right now. So keep that in mind. I had to reject one yesterday, guy I got pretty PO'd about, but grossly misrepresented the condition. So, you know, I rejected it entirely, and I know that makes some people mad, but guys, you know, when you're trading an RV, you're basically buying mine and we're buying yours, and if neither one of us jives on the one that we're looking at, then the deal's off. It goes both ways. You know, trading's a two-edged sword. You got to buy ours, but you also got to sell yours to us. So if one of the other party doesn't like what the other one is selling, then the deal's off. I mean, that's, you know, and nothing, you know, and we'll try to be honest with you. We'll try to accommodate you best we can, but, you know, guys, the number one thing is be honest about the condition. Don't hide the condition. You know what you got better than I do, and a lot of times, you know, a brief description or a couple of pictures doesn't tell us what condition yours is in until we actually lay our hands on it and our eyeballs on it, and that's the only way we can really give you a true appraisal. All we're doing is giving you a guesstimate. And if you're honest with us about the condition, we can give you a more accurate guesstimate. But nothing's final until we see it in person. And the same way, I mean, you're going to come here and look at what you want to buy too. I mean, even though I do a lot more than a for sale by owner will do, pictures, videos, turning everything on and explaining everything. But so just be on your toes, guys, but keep in mind, like I said, when you're trading in, just be 100% transparent and honest. I'm not worried about little Mickey Mouse stuff, but when the floor is caving in and roof damage, like the one I seen yesterday, soft floors, and you know, you can't, you know, you can't get top retail for one if it's not in top retail condition. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've got questions, give us a call, give us an email, sales@parkway-rv-center.com. Link below in the video description to my free interactive tow guide, so you can look up what your vehicle can safely tow, as well as a link to our website so you can see my current inventory of used travel trailers. I've got a few, I don't have a lot, but you can check out what I have, and I'm trying to buy some more, so so stay tuned for that. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, RVs with Big Bo. Feel free to like my Facebook page, RVs with Big Bo, and you can message me directly from there. I'm not in sales, but I don't mind answering questions about the RVs in general. I can't sell you one, but I don't mind, you know, giving you advice. You know, I've got 25 years in this industry and been an RV owner that long as well. So, I mean, I'm not like these other yahoos on YouTube. I actually own RVs, stayed in them, worked on them, delivered them, transported them, sold them, bought them. I mean, I've done about everything you can do in this industry. I've personally done it multiple times. So, you know, I'm not, when I give you information, or, you know, that's from my experience, not always from just taking a computer course like a lot of these RV guys do. They've never even spent the night in one doing YouTube reviews. But some of them are pretty comical. Even though a lot of them are just basically reading a factory brochure, but to you. But and also, if you go to my website, I do have factory brochures on just on every one I've got out here. That one's available online, so you can look up all the technical stuff so you blue in the face. How they're built, weights, sizes, all that good stuff. So parkway-rv-center.com, first stop. Second thing, call us 706-965-7929 if you see something you want to buy, or come stop by. But if you're coming to look at one in particular, again, please call before coming to look to make sure somebody else hadn't beat you to it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.